German far-right party bans its top European election candidate from campaigning after a Nazi remark. This is going to be a fun one. Berlin, AP. Germany's far-right alternative for Germany Alternative für Deutschland. I'm gonna call it like this because it's easy on Wednesday banned its top candidate for next month's European election from making it any further campaign appearances and said he would resign from the party's board immediately. So this was their top representative, top candidate. Seems good, mate. Seems very good. The public demotion came after Maximilian Krah told an Italian newspaper that not all members of the Nazis elite SS unit, Schutzstaffel, which was involved in major war crimes during World War II, were no, I'm not going to donate you, thank you very much, were war criminals. Ah yes, Mr. Krach is an idiot. Like some would studies argue about Wehrmacht that they were, manipulated by the propaganda and stuff, but the SS was the absolute worst. The SS was the worst. And saying something like this is completely stupid. And this is not their first incident. Krah, 47 years old, had already been under scrutiny after authorities in Brussels searched his offices at the European Parliament in connection with one of his assistants who was arrested last month on suspicion of spying for China. Interesting. German media have alleged that Krah has had ties himself to China and also Russia. Yeah, that's a weird sentence. The scandals involving Krah come at the most inconvenient time for the Alternative für Deutschland or AfD. Only a few weeks before the party is hoping to make big gains at the European election, it had been riding heights in the polls last year, but has become less popular this year. I wonder why. I wonder what could have happened that could have, wake up certain portion of German populace that the Alternative für Deutschland is completely dangerous party with very dangerous individuals inside of it. But has become less popular after millions of Germans protested for its radical far-right stance. Indeed, there are radical people in Alternative für Deutschland in high places. They will not help you. I mean, what to tell you? In addition to Krah, the number 2, okay, so he's number 2, not number 1. They say he was stopped. I mean, it's kind of... In addition to Krah, the number 1... Oh, sorry, I misunderstood it. So the number 1 and number 2. The number 2 on the AfD's list for the European Parliament election, Peter Bistron. Isn't it Peter Bistron? Oh, yeah, last month separately denied allegations in the Czech Daily that he may have received money from a pro-Russian network. Is there more? Yes, there is. AfD Stop Party board said in a statement that an emergency meeting to discuss Krach's recent missteps, that there had been massive damage to the party in the current election campaign, for which the lead candidate had provided a pretext. It said Krach took full responsibility and will resign from his position on the Federal Executive Board with immediate effect. It wasn't immediately clear if he was still running for the European Parliament. I mean, obviously they have to get rid of him. This will hurt them even more. I think they're gonna keep losing those percentages. People will realize just how scummy this party is. Just how scummy the people inside of this party is. Same as the Polish Confederation. There was that guy who said that some certain group of people should be sent to a very certain camp that the certain German government in a certain world war was using for its political enemies and Jews. I rest my case. Those right-wingers are not the better options. They will not make your lives better. They will only use your rage for the current government. But they will be equally incompetent. They will not make your lives better. No, they will make you even more miserable. And they will do anything to stay in power. They will even sell themselves to the Russians. They will sell themselves to the Chinese just to stay in power. And enrich themselves upon you. You and your misfortunes. Don't vote for these alternatives because they are exactly the same scumbags. No, they are even worse scumbags than the current governments. The latest party crisis was triggered by an interview Krah gave last week to the Italian newspaper La Repubblica. in which he said, "I will never say that anyone who wore an SS uniform was automatically a criminal." Yes, he was. German news agency DPA reported. When asked whether the SS were war criminals, he replied, "There was certainly a high percentage of the criminals." Oh my god, he's saying it himself. "But not all of them were criminals." Oh my god, not this again. Not this again. Oh my god. It does not matter. This argument is so stupid. Do not use this argument. Please do not ever use this argument. B. Jenner said the SS were war criminals. The Nazi Germany was a war criminal regime. They were a terrifying regime. The Nazi leadership were bad people. Do not use but some. No, never use it. Just be general, period. Because if we start, dwelling between these lines, but yet some others, yet then again, some others were not that bad, then we're gonna be stuck with these issues forever, and we'll never solve them because people just want to debate over nothing. In general, SS were war criminals and they got what they deserved, period. Stop saying some. No. They were war criminals, period. And if somebody was indeed, found out to be not war criminal, yeah, then he lived out his life in peace. Period. Stop talking about this, idiot. In reaction to the interview, France's far-right leader Marie Le Pen from the Rassemblement National Party indicated that Kriach has overstepped a red line. So far, the Rassemblement National, or RN, I don't know how to pronounce this in French, had been working together with AfD in the European Parliament, but now the French far-right is considering ending its cooperation with AfD on the European level, the DPA reported. Yes, this would be very logical for the RN, because this will eventually come and bite them in the domestic scene. The RN has they have about 30% in the preferences, so they do not want any idiots to, come and sketch their somewhat good faith they earn with the French people. I still think they're gonna say some complete. I think that anyone from the party is going to eventually say something stupid and their preferences will plummet, but who knows? Okay, how's the crypto doing? It's doing okay. The RN party leader Jordan Bardella says on TF1 that I think that the AfD, with whom we have worked together in the European parliaments for 5 years, has crossed lines that are red lines for me. DP reported. Very good. That's very good. And this is all. Yes, you have to make a stance on it. No one should be able to get away with such stupidity. They were war criminals, period. There's no sugarcoating it. They were war criminals in China, and if somebody was found out to be not war criminal, then he was, absolved, and yeah, he lived out his life. Period. I mean, most of the SS members were hunted down by Mossad, but yeah, the Israelis were feeling exactly as the Palestinians are feeling now towards Israel. Never sugarcoat. Just speak generally, because saying shit like this will never move humanity forward. This will just keep regressing us to the base debates that should have been solved almost 100 years ago at this point.